Hi everyone, so welcome to today's video. This is my quick nighttime skincare routine that I'm going to share with you guys. As a mom of two with a brand new baby, I need to have a routine that's quick and easy and gets the job done. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I do. So I start off by applying this wrap to my hair, and this keeps all of my skincare products out of my hair, water, soap, and the makeup that we're going to be dissolving with this oil. This is the Tatcha Pure Camellia Cleansing Oil that I've been using for several months now. And it works really great, takes off every bit of makeup. And this is part of my double cleansing method that I've talked about in plenty of skincare videos in the past. I start with an oil or a cleansing balm, and I just massage this in and make sure that everything is dissolved, because the last thing you want to do is go to bed with makeup still left on your skin, and you'll be surprised that just by removing it with a wipe and cleansing using your hands, it's just not enough, and you will have residual makeup still left on your skin even after doing that. So as you see here, I'm rubbing this all over my skin, and you can use any cleansing oil. It doesn't have to be this one that's expensive, but if you want something fancy or you want to treat yourself, this one is a really good one to try, and you can get it at Sephora. And I just make sure that everything is off, especially like the mascara, any resistant eyeliner, waterproof products. This really does take everything off, and for me it works great because my skin is prone to breaking out, and I find that if I do this method of removing with an oil first and then with a cleanser afterwards, I'm less likely to have breakouts due to having makeup sitting in my pores and my skin, especially overnight. And you know, you just don't want any of that gunk in your on your face. You just want to feel super clean, and I love this part of the day because I just feel so much better and so refreshed when I take my makeup off when I get home. So this day I had a full face of makeup on, and I decided to go a little bit extra with products. And here's a scary face because I haven't done a whole full face of makeup in a little bit, so I figured why not that day, and perfect day to do this video. Description box for a 70% off code on the Radiance skincare system. And so once I have that rinsed off, I'm going to pat my face dry with some paper towels, and I'm going to show you this Duvolle cleansing brush. This is the Radiance spin brush that they sent me to try, and I'm sharing my thoughts with you guys. And I'm going to use the cleansing attachment. It comes with several attachments, which I will show you here in a little bit, but this is the softer one out of the two for the face, and it's easy to snap on, and it just uses a couple batteries to operate the device. And I'm using my CeraVe Hydrating facial cleanser, as I've talked about before. This is my go-to. It's very effective of cleansing my skin and also making my skin feel really hydrated and not tight and stripped after I cleanse. So I do a couple pumps on there, and I distribute the product over, my face. I turn the brush on, simple, easy on and off button here. Really easy to use, and I feel like it's a device that anybody can use and incorporate into their skincare routine. And so I start on my cheeks, and I'm going in circular motions. And the thing with cleansing brushes, what you want to do is go in circular motions on your face to properly cleanse, but you don't want to apply a lot of pressure, because that's what the brush is for. The brush itself with that rotating mechanism is what's cleaning your face. So you don't need to add any extra pressure or pushing it into the skin. You want to be just gentle, let it kind of graze over the skin, and it'll do its job. And now, of course, as you can see here, I went ahead and applied a little bit more cleanser because I felt like I needed a little bit more. And this one is not a foaming cleanser. You could use foaming cleansers or whatever cleanser you like. I would just recommend not using anything that's very abrasive with scrubby bits in it, because that can be a little bit more abrasive on the skin as it is. Plus the brush, it might be a little much, but you have to sort of gauge what your skin can handle. And this brush to me is great because it takes everything off. And I like this softer brush head versus the other one that's more of like an exfoliator. That one I feel like it's a little bit more rough on my skin, so I stick with this one that's a little bit soft. Alright, so I'm pretty much done here with the cleansing brush, and I will rinse everything off, but I wanted to show you what the brush head looks like. There's a little bit of residual of makeup on that would have still stayed there had I not done the second cleansing method, so it does work, trust me on it. So now I need to apply my skincare products. This is a sample of the Drunk Elephant Eye Cream. I will have everything listed for you down below that I'm using. This was something that I got with a Sephora order. It was one of the 100-point perks, and I figured I'd try it because I haven't tried this eye cream from Drunk Elephant, and I do like it. It's very hydrating, and I feel like it works on its own, and it also works really well under my concealers and my makeup products. So I use a little bit, use my ring finger to apply it under my eyes, and then I take a little bit under my brow bone. Not a whole lot, just a tiny bit, or whatever's left on my fingers from applying it to my under eye area. And then for my moisturizer, I keep it really simple and really basic. This is the Neutrogena, the Hydro Boost for dry to extra dry skin. I've talked about this, and in an upcoming empties video, you will see 3 empty jars because I use this stuff like crazy. It's got a kind of jelly consistency, and you would think that this is not great for dry skin, but I find that it works really well. And I just take probably about a generous pea size amount, and I start massaging this into my skin, and I just kind of take my time doing this. And as you can see, I'm not fast forwarding anything for this video, and I'm just kind of massaging it in. I take a little bit on my lids, and I feel like it's the perfect amount to hydrate my lids, and I haven't had any issues with dryness. It's a really great moisturizer, fragrance free, paraben free, just really straightforward, very basic. And now for a little bit of extra moisture, I use the Acure Marula oil, which is, to me, a dupe for the Drunk Elephant Marula oil that costs so much money. This is a great alternative, and I use about 2 pumps, and I start massaging this into my skin. I do put 2 pumps of the oil on my face at night, and I only use 1 pump during the daytime under my makeup. And then I also, of course, start patting it in, just making sure I'm sealing everything in and getting the best out of this oil by making sure that it really applies evenly all over my face. And that's pretty much my routine. It's really simple and easy, but my skin is really hydrated and it feels very comfortable, and I go in with a little bit more oil if I need it and just kind of press it on my skin right before bed. And I do go a little bit crazy with this oil just because I really enjoy it. So I wanted to show you guys the attachments for the Spin Care brush. This is the one that I was using to cleanse. This is the cleansing attachment. This one is the one that's for exfoliating. The bristles are a little bit more firm, and it's a little bit more abrasive, and it does exfoliate my skin. And then here is the one for the body. As you can see, it's a larger size. It does feel a little bit more rough, but it's meant to exfoliate the thicker skin on the body. And then this is the pumice attachment for pedicures, which I use very often, and it works really well to keep my feet nice and soft, especially for summertime. We are done. So now I get to go hang out with my kids for the rest of the night. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you to Duvolle for the Radiance Spin Care system. Check out the description box for the coupon code to save 70% off, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.